Hi everyone, my name is Julius Haryadi. I'm a primary care physician and hospitalist working here in the US. Today I'm going to explain a step-by-step guide on how to become a doctor in the US for IMGs. Let's get started. So the first step is to confirm that your medical school is listed in the World Directory of Medical School. It's pretty simple. Just go to the website and search. If your medical school is listed, then you can be ECFMG certified. If not, you should contact ECFMG. Note that in 2024, you can still be ECFMG certified even if your country's national accreditation agency is not accredited by WFME. Now, the second step is to register for the USMLE exam, which involves several steps. First, you should obtain a USMLE ID. To do this, go to the ECFMG website and click the interactive web application for physicians. Once you have your USMLE ID, you'll need to submit an application for ECFMG certification. At the end of the application, you'll be asked to complete Form 186, which can be done through Notary Camp. Once this is completed, you can register for USMLE Step 1 exam through the interactive web application just like before. Then you will receive a scheduling permit which you can use to schedule your exam. Now, once you have these steps completed, you can move on to the third step, studying for the USMLE. Studying for USMLE Step 1 is actually quite straightforward. So first, you want to get your resource. Your resource is going to be Boards and Beyond, First Aid, Diploma, Anki flashcards, and UWorld for your question bank. In addition, I would recommend you to subscribe to ChatGPT so you have ChatGPT 4. This will be very helpful for your study. You're going to study for about 6 months and no longer than that. Start by creating your study schedule. Decide the order of the topics you like to study, and I would recommend to start with your weakest subject. The specific study schedule doesn't matter as long as you know what your next subject will be. So here's how you should approach it. So you watch the video for a particular topic, let's say biochemistry, you create the flashcards and you review them at the end of the day. Once you've covered the videos for the biochemistry, you're going to do a block of questions for biochemistry using UWorld. Once that's done, you're done with that topic, you move on to the next topic, let's say microbiology, and so on. Make sure to allow yourself a break for watching videos and creating new flashcards at least one day a week. However, flashcard reviews should continue every day without fail. Once you finish all the topics, then that's the time for you to take NBME practice exam. If you follow these steps correctly, you should pass USMLE Step 1 easily. If not, focus on your weak subjects with additional UWorld questions until your score is high enough to pass. Ideally, even though USMLE Step 1 is pass and fail, your target score should be more than 240. And this is because the Step 2 CK score, which still has 3-digit score, is highly correlated with your Step 1 score, and it's very crucial to improve your chance to match. Another thing that will make sure you achieve the target score is by simply take my USMLE test taking strategies course. It is available for free. I strongly believe this will boost and maximize your USMLE score. The link is provided on the description below. Now, once you've completed the exam, we move on to the fourth step. You're going to prepare for the USMLE Step 2 CK exam. So I would recommend to immediately register for Step 2 CK exam after you finish your Step 1. The way to register would be the same process as you did for Step 1. Your primary study materials should be UWorld. And this is because the Step 2 CK tests your ability to apply knowledge. So focus on doing questions and solving problems is more important than memorization. I would still recommend you continue to use Anki flashcards. That's gonna be your main notes, and that's gonna be the way you review your materials. Do them every day without fail. Now, once you're done, you should do your NBME exam. If you study properly, you should achieve good score. Your target should be more than 250. Now, if your NBME score does not reach that score, then you can tackle your weak subjects again until you reach the score that you need. Remember, do not study more than 6 months. Now, once you've completed the Step 2 CK, we move on to the fifth step, Occupational English Test Exam. Now, this can be done by visiting the official OET website. It will provide you with a free full course and you get everything that you need. Now, depending on your English level, you should pass this test easily. Do not study more than 2 weeks for the OET exam. Now, after you finish the OET exam, we move on to the next step, which is getting the ECFMG application through one of the 6 pathways. So here's how it works. If you have completed Step 2 CS, you don't need to go through the pathway. If you fail Step 2 CS, you need to use pathway 6. If you don't have Step 2 CS, then the next step depends on whether you have a medical license or not. If you have medical license from your home country, you will going to use pathway 1. If you don't have any license, then it will be between pathway 2 to 5. You will know this by going to the ECFMG website and type your medical school. If it's not listed anywhere, then you will use pathway 6. Once you figure out which pathway you need to take, read the information related to the pathways on the ECFMG website. They will provide you with all the necessary documentation you need to upload. Now, once you completed your application, it's time to build your CV with US clinical experience, letters of recommendations, and research. This is the 7th step. Now, you can conduct research in your home country and get some papers published. While research is not mandatory, I would highly recommend having some papers published if you are aiming for a competitive residencies. Usually, it's gonna be those procedure-heavy specialties like surgery. Now, you definitely need US clinical experience to get the letters of recommendation. Here's what you should do. Go to Frida and find the programs where you want to do your clinical rotations. Send emails with your CV and interest to the program coordinators and ask if they provide clinical rotation. After some work, eventually somebody will get back to you. You want to aim for like 3 or 4 rotations with a total of 3 to 6 months clinical rotation, so you can get up to 4 letter of recommendations. If you don't have visa yet, then it's time to secure one, and that would be the 8th step. To secure a visa, typically B1, B2 visa in this case, you can ask for a letter of invitation from the program that offers you the rotation and use it during the visa interview. You will need to provide basic documentation such as evidence of financial stability, including your bank account, and evidence of strong connection or ties to your home country. Examples would be like if you are a medical student in your country, or having an active job in your country with your employer providing a letter stating that they have granted you time off for the rotation. Having assets in your home country can also work in your favor. The 9th step is to excel during your US clinical rotation and get the letter of recommendations. A simple tip: at the end of your rotation, ask for feedback from the physicians you rotated with. If they give you positive feedback, then you ask for the letter of recommendations. Right, so after you complete all the US clinical experience, we move on to step number 10, preparing your ERAS application. But before that, there's a bonus step. Now, the bonus step is to complete your USMLE Step 3 exam. When you come to the US, this would be the best opportunity to take the Step 3 exam because the Step 3 can only be taken in the US. Now, Step 3 does not provide any real impact to your chance of matching, but it will be a necessary step if you plan to get the H-1B visa. The Step 3 exam is very similar to Step 2 CK with the exception of the clinical case simulator exam, or we call the CCS. You can learn that all of them through UWorld, and you can use UWorld question bank for your USMLE Step 3 study. Now, for step number 10, preparing your ERAS application. Usually the ERAS application opens in June, and you can start working on it. The ERAS application is where you fill out all your information, including your USMLE exams, previous experience such as clinical, volunteer, and research. You'll also provide your letter of recommendations and personal statement. Your personal statement should include your background, why you choose to become a doctor, why you choose the specialty you're applying to, your previous experiences such as clinical, volunteer, or research experience, and your future career goals. Submit the application around September and wait for interview offers. Now, we move to step number 11, attending your interviews. The interview is your opportunity to show the program that having you as their resident is in their best interest. You can accomplish this through effective communication. Create connections with the people that you speak with. Now, once you've completed the interviews, you need to proceed to the final step, which is ranking the program. Ranking the programs will be done through the NRMP website. You should rank the programs based on your personal preference, where you want to match, not solely on the chances that a program will select you. This is because of the matching algorithm. The algorithm basically favors the preference of the applicants because it allows applicants to propose to their top choice programs first. This means that if an applicant's most preferred program accepts them, they will match there, even other programs lower on their preference list had openings. In contrast, programs only accept applicants based on their preferences as long as they have open positions. Now you have completed all the steps, you will wait for match day. On match day, you will receive an email notifying you if you've matched. Once that's done, the program will guide you on getting the visa you need to start your residency. If you found this video helpful, please click a like and subscribe, and I will see you again in the next video for more USMLE and residency matching tips. Bye.